And we are not going to be doing, whatchamacallit. Do you have a civ you're most excited? Honestly, Ethan, I'm not that excited about the elephants. I think the elephants are going to be really cool. But the fact that we are going to be getting 5-second upgrades, I think that's... the elephants are cool, but the other aspect of them. So now the things that I think we saw at the reveal was... It was my biggest hype already. But the other things I think about is the Macedonians. I think the Macedonians are going to be really cool. Good morning to you, Pastor Nick and Ethan. Guys, thank you very much for the resubs. Appreciate it, boys. Oh, man. I keep forgetting that we're all kind of adults here. It's really strange. Check Discord. I will check it now. I need to open sound settings quickly. Output. Why can you guys not hear my output? 1 second. Okay, there we go. Sound complete. Discord opened. Oh! It doesn't have sound? How's that possible? Oh, it does! It's just recording in a separate... Oh! It's recording in a separate file. Ooh. No. It's on a different audio channel, Rhino. It's on a different audio channel. So when you open it on VLC, just open to see the other audio channel. I have no idea how that works. Oh, God. Just check the other audio channels, because they do have sound. They're just... Oh, shit. We didn't get to pick Ilalu, because I was yapping the whole time. That's not good. So, Ilalu with a question mark for the first game. Accurate stream title, actually. So, very, very nice. So, if not... Hold on, let me just click my buttons. You guys know how slow this goes at the start. What the fuck is with this guy's rank? Okay. Is he trying to... 1-4. Is this guy trying to tank his rating? Give me 1 second. Let me check this boy out. Hold on. What's going on here? Are we trying to tank our rating? No. Okay, we should probably do these guys anyway. Cabalarios. Alright. Just wanted to double check. Because this guy's from China. Why did he lose against these people? I feel like there might be a little bit of a shenanigan going on. You do not claim the title of adulthood? Man. Okay. What did we learn from that? I should not be doing 16 things at the same time. Yeah. What if we just focus on one thing at a time? Instead of trying to set up a scene, set up a second stream, we just play the video game. Ilalu, wrong civilization to Ilalu with. I'm just gonna keep bind my little sheep so I can actually click something when I go over there. Come, my little sheep, we need to go back to Hause. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, it is what it is. You know, sometimes bad things happen, you know? It is not the biggest deal. So, yeah, I don't know. Hello, swaggy professor. Okay. I can't believe I have a dead scout into the TC. I'm gonna blame it on the fact that I'm using a wired mouse as well. Why not? Okay. Next bad boy is gonna start chopping them wood. Hell yeah, brother. And actually, let's get you on food here. Okay. You're making your way back, girl. Don't you worry. Okay. Oh my god, that's mutual destruction, I think. It is what it is. Let's go put you here. And I think we could potentially just... Yeah. So, I know that there's a lot of new games coming out, and I've been keeping an eye on them. And there are maybe a few games that I'm starting to have a little bit of an interest in. And I'm a little worried about the amount of time I will be spending on gaming instead of doing real life things. Oof, I should have gone for the food. I should have gone for the food. I should have made another, what you call it? Another scout. Like League of Legends? Not like League of Legends. No, that was never on the cards. And the fact that you assumed it was? Disgusting. I am going to make a huge guess that there is something out here. And this bad boy, he's gonna connect my cisterns for me. All these step cisterns are gonna be together. My sheep is coming at the speed of light, and I believe that there's gonna be a berry bush at the back here for me. Let's go. Alright, boys. Very nice. Let's go deliver some food. And get ready for the next side. There better be some berries, otherwise we're cooked. Lol. I recorded some stuff for Steel Series and Tommy just let me know that all the sound's gone. Oh, for fuck's sakes. I know what went wrong and ish. Okay. Immediate surrender? No, not in this lifetime. It is what it is. We probably need to go and scout to see what he's doing. Okay. Go back here. First, give me a horse. Well, actually, let us get one of those, y'all. And finally getting a little bit of that. I know, the lack of berries is a little concerning for me here. I probably should not be investing all of those here, but we'll quickly send a unit out to see if there's a little chance of hope. Got a little bit of a research point here, very nice. A little bit of a connection, love that. Get another house, yes, my boy. Now we just start pumping out because if we do not, we are going to get cooked. As someone who is getting overwhelmed already. Let's quickly get our housing upgrade so that I can actually see with my houses. The problem is it's 80 gold and it feels so expensive to invest in that already. Okay, boys. Okay. We're sending that bad boy out to the back, hell yeah. I can't believe this. I'm doubling down. I'm like, there has to be something at the back. If there isn't... Okay. At least we'll find out soon, right? After I've explored everything. Oh! And our sheep made it home! Finally, chief, get me one of these. Let's go be annoying. Even though I know we might just be dead very soon. Oh! Fuck. Yeah, we're getting fast castled. Okay, that's not good. Ladies, I need to find an answer. Oh god. I need to find an answer. I need to find food. Let's go. Boys, let's go. We're going castle. We're going castle. Okay. And we'll get some archery ranges as well. This is not a great thing. I'm very far away from castle. Why we get gold 3? For good vibes and stuff, of course. Yeah. Let's age up quickly. Yes, my ladies, we are going to be aging up very, very fast. No! Why did he find me? You don't need to know where I am, sir. Okay. Oh, good God. I am worried. But such is life. Sometimes we lose. I'm gonna play it safe. Oh, that is a stealth forest. Never mind. That's not playing it safe. That's just a sad stealth forest. And I don't know where any of the... Oh God, this is so funny. Okay, ladies, let's go. Deliver. Ladies, wonderful job just existing. Love that for all of us. We're just gonna go get a few more mercenaries here. And he's probably sucking on all the relics. This is the warm-up game. This is more than that. This is the give our opponents some hope game as well. Look at that. We even have some deer here outside. Love that for them. Okay. Let's get one of these. Oh my God, that is really scary. Let's do this. Okay. We are gonna need some very fast research. Not the greatest moment. Okay. Let's go get ourselves a nice little upgrade. Very nice. I am slightly embarrassed at what's going on here, and I just want to reiterate that this is not the usual gameplay that you guys will see from here. Okay. Alrighty, boys. We got this. Let's go get another one of these. Let's start pushing out. Oh, good God. He's sucking on all the relics. We're gonna need to go do some damage. Okay. Perfect. I love that. Let's go get ourselves a few more of these. The crossbows would also not hurt. Let's go and do some damage across the map. Love that for us. Let's go, as this man is just living his best life, and we are unfortunately going to be a little bit late to the harassment party, but it's okay. Give me a few more. Let's go see if he's out here. Make a lot of crossbows? Yeah, that's next. Luckily, he didn't go for the burger, so... Okay, see, now that is interesting. I'm gonna send a lot of boys here. Come here, my brothers. think we do need a few more over here. Okay. Put you boys in this position, the rest of us move forward. Okay. Alrighty, brothers. We can see what he's doing. And what he's doing is trying to put a little bit more pressure on me by having to attack him. Because if I don't, this very quickly becomes one of those fast castle situations or fast imperial situations we cannot handle. Okay. Get another one. Come on, boys. Deliver for me. Just a little bit more wood. Okay. Alright, boys, and I think this is now push time. That's this one. We'll connect the brothers and go. Him and his 5 relics can do what they want. Alright, just keep pushing. This is there's a chance for you guys. All the way, let's keep going. Okay. Let's go pick up these relics. Woo! I can't believe it. It worked! Oh, nothing makes sense. Okay. Honestly? Disgusting.
Ετοιμάστε, στρατιώτες. Ετοιμάστε. Ζωηρός. Περιπατούμε. Έτοιμος σύστος.
Τούτο πτίζω ευθύς.
Ακομιστής.
Μηχανήματα έτοιμα. Κρυβόμετα ως εξενός. Όλα τα μηχανήματα μην κινούνται.
Στοχίσατε. Ζωηρός. Περιπατούμε.
Μηχανήματα έτοιμα.
Ετοιμάστε τα όρδος σκελέτες.
Μηχανήματα έτοιμα.
This is so crazy. Oh.
Ετοιμάστε. Σκελέτσι. Τι να διατάξεις έχεις.
Okay.
Η διαταγή σου. Έτοιμος συστή.
Μηχανήματα έτοιμα.
Προσβολή. Ακροβολούτη.
Μηχανήματα. Ακροβολή.
Okay.
Χωριά τούτον είναι να πράξω.
Let's quickly see.
Κατά το ξεπόμενα.
Can probably just keep making units, but at the same time.
Ετοιμάστε. Έχω μηχάνημα έτοιμα.
Κατά το ξεπόμενα.
Τι να διατάξεις.
Okay. Whew. I'm just gonna keep getting units, keep getting longbows.
Μηχανήματα ενωμένος επερχόμετα.
Τι να το ξέψω. Στοχίσατε κάτω. Ετοιμάστε τα όπλα. Τούτο εκτελώ.
I think it might just be too much.
Μηχανήματα έτοιμα. Να φύγουμε.
Συνδεδεμένος και προσοχή.
Μηχανήματα έτοιμα.
Ετοιμάστε τα. Φύγαμε τοξότες. Διαμισθών δουλεύουν. Πάντες. Ακούσε πάντες. Προσοχή.
Σκέλευση.
Προσβάλλουμε. Στοχίσατε. Τούτο εκτελώ.
This is a big problem.
Δώσ' μου τι να πράξω. Κοριάτες έτοιμοι.
Ετοιμάστε. Έχουμε κελέψεις.
Okay. We need more crossbows.
Ετοιμάστε. Κελέψεις.
Πάντες.
Επόμεθα να των πολεμίων ελικτάρια.
Κοριάτες έτοιμοι.
Ετοιμάστε. Έχουμε κελέψεις.
Okay.
Πάντες προσοχή.
Ετοιμάστε. Κατακέλεψη πιέω. Μηχανήματα έτοιμα. Να φύγουμε.
Στοχίσατε κάτω.
Ώρα εργασία.
Πάντες. Κινήθητε εις δρόμο. Ετοιμάστε τα όρθια. Ακολουθείς. Συνδεδεμένος και για διαμισθών δουλεύει. Πάντες. Ακούσετε. Σκόπισο το πράγμα εκτελεμένο. Στοχίσατε κάτω.
Τι θέλεις.
Okay, I think we got him.
Ετοιμάστε τα όρθια. Τι να το ξεμείνω. Περιπατείτε. Συνδεδεμένος σκελέτης.
Oh, we got him. Good.
Σκόπισο. Έλατε κοριάτες. Τα βέλη των πολεμίων ρίπτονται. Πάντες. Προσοχή.
Ακροβολούμε.
Πτίζω ευθύς. Στοχίσατε και σηκώνετε και κινήθητε. Κατά το ξεπόμεθα. Στοχίσατε κάτω. Διαμισθών δουλεύει. Έτοιμος σύστος.
Okay, what just happened is all of these guys.
Πάντες ακούσετε.
Τι θέλεις να πράξω. Ετοιμάστε.
Let's go move up because we know he's out here for gold. Let's get a few more of these guys instead.
Τι θέλει εργασία. Πού να πορεύσουμε.
Everyone move out. Let's get the rest of our things on gold. I still can't believe this is happening. But hey, when in Rome, What are you guys doing? Oh yeah, I sent you guys all the way out here. How many relics have we still just won? Because I may have been a little bit trash a few times. It is what it is. It happens, boys.
Τι να διαλάξεις εσύ.
Τι να το ξέψω, τούτο εκτελώ. Στρατιώτες, διαμισθών βλέπω. Να κτίσω.
So we'll just keep pushing.
Ακούσετε τα
I think this might be my best bet. Just gonna keep this aggression going.
Ευτοχίσετε χαμηλά. Ως και λέτε. Ετοιμάσετε τα. Εφήγαμε τον ξώτα.
Μηχανήματα έτοιμα. Να φύγουμε.
Okay. We're just gonna keep the pressure going. I know we're supposed to have a little bit more production as well, and we'll quickly fix that too. Cool. Expanding all the way to their base. Love that too. From Chief. And I think if we can get a little bit more on gold, then we'll be okay
Αμή, τι θέλει, ώρα να κινηθώ.
in terms of what is that thing? Okay, now ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to what we would call a destruction.
Σκέτη να κινηθώ μεν χορκί. Χωριάτες έτοιμοι. Έτοιμοι σκελεύσεις χωριάτες.
Okay, let's push.
Ανδρία τούτο πράνε. Τι θέλεις να πράξω. Ώρα.
Πάντες κινήθητε εις δρόμους.
Μηχανήματα έτοιμα.
Let's go. That was great though. Oh, awesome! Yeah, I'm hauling.
Πάντες, ακούσετε.
Okay. I think we're getting to a safer point now. Boys.
Συνδεδευτοκίσατε κάτω. Τίζω. Πάντες, προσοχή. Η μετάλλευση σπράτεται. Αμή, τι πού να πορεύσουμε.
Let's just make sure we get all of this bound together.
Ετοιμάστε τα όπλα.
Very nice, very, very nice. Love that. Look at that swish swash! Swish swash! Okay. I'm hauling awesome, but it's still pretty scary. Let's go. Hit boys? I can't believe it. It looks like, even after losing my scout, my sanity. Swish swash! Oh, I love that. Just look at those blades piercing through people. Disgusting. Disgusting. Okay, and let's get these guys inspired. You boys, we're gonna be getting some cannons, love that. Let's all move our boys there. I'm gonna go get one guy to just capture every sacred site. Okay. And finally, I think we can get a few spearmen. We can get Probably not crossbows. I think we're done with the crossbows for now. And we'll just go from here and get a bunch more. What is that thing called? Hold on, why is there a villager rallied here? Oh, okay. I don't know why you guys were rallied here, but not optimal. Let's quickly make this a little bit more optimal for ourselves. Cannon, just stand back for us. Ooh, boys. That's not what I wanted to see. Ooh, I realize maybe the positioning of my army is not optimal here, but it is what it is. We got ourselves some units. A few more of these guys. Very nice. And now I think we've got enough. How can you burn the enemy with the rams? Oh, because this is a civilization that has those very special rams. See, that feels like a very limited edition resource. Okay, more spearmen, a lot more. Woo. We're gonna need quite a few more here, and I can see my longbows are gonna be optimal. Because with all of this... Go and just put you in position. Okay, now with the units he has, I probably don't want to think about getting any units that are susceptible to those types of pushes, aka most things actually. Let's quickly get the rest of us over here. Chief. The thing is, I'm trying to think, I think crossbows might actually be better because they are a little bit cheaper. That's not good. Yeah, the problem is we don't have enough units, and I possibly just threw quite a bit here. Okay. So we can get ourselves a little bit more units. Let's see whose composition is. Another set of longbows, please. Woo. Ooh. So many units over there. Let's quickly get these guys here. See what the situation is going to be on the oil, because any oilers? Okay. Let's switch over to horses. Be a little bit more mobile. We actually don't need any more gold units here. I could just make sure I have longbows. Let's go. Horseman switcher. I think it feels like he's making a move towards
Σιωπήστε, περιπατείτε.
命令是拆卸完毕，正在移动。我们收到指令。 士兵，我们的命令，火器一致飞进去，动起来！工程器前进！
Προσοχή! Εκτελέσεις έρχονται.
Ετοιμάστε για τις σκελέψεις.
Ακούσετε πάντες. Έχουμε σκελέψεις.
Σταματήσετε την κάθε ανοησία. Εκελέψεις έρχονται. Σταματήσετε το...
Ακούσετε πάντες. Πάντες αποχωρήσετε. Να χτίσω την δομή αυτή. Ακούσετε πάντες. Έρχονται σκελέσεις.
Μία τε σκελέπια πέρα.
Ετοιμάστε βεβαίως.
I think I'm in significant danger here. But it makes sense. I may have waited a bit too long, and now that HRE second TC is definitely training.
Ετοιμάστε για τις
Okay,
σκελέψεις.
thank you.
Ναι.
Ακούσετε πάντες.
Σταματήσετε το βλέμμα σου προς τα όρια. Πορευόμεθα.
Προσοχή! Εκτελέσεις έρχονται.
I think the hand cannoneers are just too busted.
Ακούσετε πάντες διατάξεις να παρακολουθήσω.
Προσοχή, αποχωρήσετε. Οι πόντες εκταφούν. Σιωπήσετε και ακούσετε τις διαταγές. Ακούσετε τις σκελέψεις προσεχώς, άντρες. Το βλέμμα σου προς τα όρια σου. Εμπρός.
Put this one.
Ιδεά
Περιμένω τις διατάξεις να παρακολουθήσω.
Στα σκελέψεις έτοιμοι.
And the horses. Let's try to make a play on that side.
Ακολουθιστές κινήσετε. Η μάχη περιμένει.
Ναι. Προσοχή! Τούτο κράτο αμέσως.
Ακούσετε τις σκελέψεις προσεχώς, άντρες.
I have no idea how to kill this at all. I need many mangonels? Yeah, probably. That's a good idea.
Σιωπήσετε και ακούσετε τις
These types of units do seem to be a little bit more susceptible to mangonel damage. Okay.
εκελέψεις.
Οι σκελέτες χωριάτες. Πάντες αποχωρήσετε. Η δομή να κτιστεί.
Τα πάντα πάμε. Τα όπλα σε κύριε σας. Τις σκελέψεις άρχιτε και κινήστε.
Okay, mangonels. You guys said mangonels. I completely agree with you.
Κινήστε. Εκελέψεις προς το μηχάνημά σου. Τον ορισμό σου υπακούω. Από εδώ να κρατήσετε. Εκελέψεις προς το μηχάνημά σου. Μηχανήματα ούτω έργα. Τον ορισμό σου υπακούω. Σιωπή. Έχω...
Ακούσετε πάντες. Έχουμε εκτελέσεις. Χωριάτες έτοιμοι. Περιμένω να εκτελέσεις χωριάτες. Το τούτο κράτο αμέσως.
Holy shit. These things just don't die. Ooh, they are so tanky. Ah!
Προσοχή.
Oh my
Το
god.
κράτο αμέσως.
Oh.
Αποχωρήσετε. Χωρίς απέτηση.
And now we can actually see I could use a few hand cannoneers, but at the same time, I don't think hand cannoneers are the answer here. We don't have... I'm fully aware. I'm fully aware of that.
Ακούσετε τις σκελέψεις προσεχώς, άντρες. Σταματήσετε την κάθε ανοησία. Εκελέψεις.
Can't believe I couldn't kill this guy. Disgusting. Ah, it is what it is. Let's just get ourselves
Ακούσετε πάντες.
some Mangonels.
Φοριάτες τες διατάξεις να παρακολουθούν.
Holy shit. I don't know, boys. Okay. Caballarios. Yeah? You pull the fuck back, boys. No, come here, Chief. I'll just give it to him. It started off bad. It ended from there. I just held on to a dream. It is what it is. Oh god. Ugh. First game of the day. First game of the day, we'll blame it on that. Yeah, it's fine. It's all fine. It's okay. It is what it is. But sometimes we win, and most of the time, that's not the case anymore. Okay, this time, okay. And also, we're switching to Malians. That's probably why we lost the last one anyway. Because we didn't play Malians. And you guys can see the title. It's Ilalu. God, I missed Serbia. In Serbia, everything is cheap. You get the most delicious food. Riandor, the only reason there's a QT in my name is because the word Whamen was banned on Twitch. So, because of who I'm married to, I put my surname there as QT. I honestly thought he was cooked. It's redemption time now, boys. So, yeah. Oh, it's not the same guy. God damn it. But yes, if I could, I would change my name to just be Whamen. But unfortunately, Twitch says, nuh-uh, nuh-uh, that's offensive. You're gonna offend the Whamens all over the world. Don't you dare. Why is Whamen banned? Because apparently it's not... They do not respect... They don't respect the Whamen. It's from a PewDiePie meme, basically. And then Beastie and I memed it for a little bit too long, and then it became my name. And that's how I became Whamen. Very nice. Deep story, I know. You all guys are like, wow, that was riveting. Yep. Cool. I thought it might be age-related. No. We're not that creative. Chill. Yeah, Now, we didn't run into any early sheep, but we also saw that he is not going for one of those sneaky boy... What is that thing called? One of those sneaky boy early game... Sorry, my brain doesn't... Oh, it just doesn't multitask today. He's not going for a barracks. That was the word. I finally found it. And a woman like an African woman. Hell yeah, brother. Oh, God. See, it feels like that is a sentence that could get me banned. But I don't know. I don't know. You, Chief, just chop, chop, chop. And honestly, because we're playing against Order of the Dent, do I just... No. No, no, no. We are just gonna be aggressive. Just be aggressive. Don't try to make plays happen. Just be aggressive. That would have been a good idea, though. Come here, Chief. I think all of these boys can go and chop some deer themselves. You, my boy. Let's go push this deer a little bit closer to the base. Oh. Oh, hallo, ja. Das ist so viel. Okay, Malians don't speak German. Neither do I. Oh. Okay. We are going to be a little aggressive, yeah. I think with usual Order of the Dent, you are playing against someone who is going to be able to make better units than you in most civilizations' cases. But in this civilization, that is not the case, because Malians, they make the counter to everything. Okay, Chiefs, let's get these 4 boys to be the next delivery men, delivery people. Love that for you guys. Let's go get ourselves a little Mansa quarry. What are you quarrying about? Not when you are playing Ilalu. You don't need to worry about anything. Let's go. Okay, now instantly gonna start making cows. Because we know how important those bad boys can be. The ecosystem. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe Serbian ranked is not German ranked. What? I'd say it's pretty equal. Okay, now with him having this many on food, it could just be a stable play, but why would we be doing this many on food unless we're going for a fast castle or just for 1,000,000 horses? Okay. No production buildings. Does look like he might be cooking a castle though. Yeah, he's going for a faster castle. We'll do something about that in a second. Rest of us over here. Fix. Okay, let's go be annoying. Okay, Chief, let's gotta be aggressive. Fuck that. We're not gonna just sit back and let him do the raiding. Let's go. Perfect. Okay. Okay, now I think he's gonna try to age up between all of this. Let's go and put them over here. Thank you very much. Appreciate it, Tom. How long are we streaming tonight? Not too long. I have to, I know, work. Disgusting. Mm-hmm. Love that. See, now that is what I wanted. I wanted to delay him as much as I could, and we definitely did that. Okay. Now I need to be a little bit careful here because the age up is going to be a little bit harder to handle. Mm-hmm. Go. God, I love this. Okay. Thank you. Just put him over here. I think we should rather invest in this bad boy. Okay. Ooh, hello. Oof. Okay. Chief, run, run, run. Okay. Deliver. Let's get Fulani. One of those. Okay, pull back, boys. We cannot be too greedy here. Although, it was already a little bit greedy, but that was really fun. Okay. Alright, now we need to find a way to bust a little bit harder with all these scouts. So let's go around, go smack a little villager or two. Love that for myself. Mm-hmm. Let's go. Burn it until he reacts, baby. Mm-hmm. Okay. Actually, I can switch over to sofas now. Oof, I should probably have done this already. God, this is annoying. I'm in love with my playstyle, but it's very annoying. Okay. Let's go and pick you boys up. Go back. So let's go. Run around again. Let's get another one. Okay. I'll pick up the next one. Okay, and you boys, let's just keep doing this. Now I need to start getting these guys to be a little bit overwhelmed. I'm gonna switch over to a few of these guys too, because he can very easily just make units I cannot kill. Just double check, I think, no, we definitely do not need this one. Okay, let's go back and attack again. And we need to keep making units. So this is the problem with this point of the game, because I'm not... Get it? Okay, let's go get +1. And we could use some sofas. Okay, now instead of his crossbows, he's making stuff that I can actually handle. Let's quickly get ourselves another relic situation. And we are gonna duplicate this huge amount of guys that we're about to build. Yeah. And we just make houses, yeah. And you guys, let's go. More archers. Let's start pushing out. Ooh, hello, my boys. Okay. You just keep building, my brother. We are going to have very, very nice house arrangement, yes. Okay. Let's go. Go back, go back. Okay, now we go back again, get another stable, and everyone right over there. Ooh, actually. And the problem is, the fact that I do not have to get a single grain of villager on food, it's probably not the optimal build, don't get me wrong, but at the same time... It's pretty busted, actually. Now, the barracks doesn't matter to him, because he obviously doesn't need it. He's making from the other building. From the burger. That's the word. That's the one I was looking for. Okay, good boys. Alright, boys. It's time for us to invest in a little pushing mechanism, yeah. Let's go get ourselves our sofas in position. Ladies. Uh-huh. Very nice. Got more sofas. Boys, let's go. You, Chief. I think what we could do is just a little bit of that. Yeah. This is so toxic, I love it. Get a few more archers, love that. You boys,
Good
very
game.
well.
Well played.
We beat someone! That was awful. But aggressive Whamen, best Whamen, yes. This sitting in my base, waiting for my opponent to dictate the pace. But that was pretty fun. Should make fun of English. Okay, next. I'm telling you guys, it's because of my protein pudding. These protein puddings, man. I would pump these things into my veins. God, they're good. I'm spoiled in this country. Ain't no woman like a sir. Oh my God, Rian. Whoa. Chill. Whoa. Ooh. Whoa, canal. I thought we vetoed this, man. Okay. Now, I have no idea how to play water. But if I was going to play water, I'm gonna play HRE for that. I didn't think I would have Canal on my little... Oh. Canal dodged. Love that. Okay, maybe let's unveto something that... I like Illendale, especially with Malians. But with the Ilalu, it makes sense. You live in Switzerland, and you feel that whenever I leave that stuff... honestly, I believe you. I honestly believe you, because I always thought that Germany and I would say Western Europe was as expensive as Serbia, but only in the supermarkets. In the supermarkets and Fund. Fund adds a little bit of extra. So the supermarket prices are pretty comparable, but restaurants, oh God. I love the fact that I can order for Gigi Dog. I order for €3 or 2 point something euros. She gets like a chicken bowl with rice and carrots. Not that she eats anything except the chicken, right? This, unfortunately, she is very much just a chicken dog. Okay, hold on. I'm so excited I'm going to China. And in China, it might be even cheaper. China. And I was looking at hotels in China, because I usually meme the fact that a 4-star hotel in Serbia is like €50 a night. But in China, for a 4-star hotel, it was for 2 people, for 10 days, €200. So it works out €20 a day for 2 people. Yeah, oh, yeah, I'm fully prepared for that panic sword. Do not mind if I do, yeah. I'm so excited. I think it's gonna be very affordable, and all the weight I've lost, I will gain back. Because why not? It is time for us to enjoy while we are young. Oh shit, Chief, what are you doing? Oh, hello, boys. Ah, fuck it, let's do it. That feels pretty good. Okay. Now with this, we get information we need to be turning the other way. Death Cat, what rank are you? Ah, he's Diamond 1. If I lose to Diamond 1 Death Cat, then we deserve everything that comes to us. Okay. Diamond 1 Death Cat, it has been a pleasure, but hopefully you've met your match. I'm just gonna ensure that we keep this scouting game going, or the tree chopping game going. Oh my god, thank you very much, Mr. Beastie Cutie. When Kong 3? When Diamond 2, I think. That is the real question. We haven't answered that question yet, and until that one goes unanswered, I don't think we'll be getting there. Okay, now with these guys, what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be doing my early Vortex build. And I guess it's the early Vortex build. I'm not too sure. I just want to get a little bit more so that I can make my mill and start my cows pretty early on. Yeah, Chief. Where are we? Can we deliver? Okay. Cool. Chief. We've got what we needed. Let's go and burn down hunting cabins. Or Platinum 3 of Whamen continues as streak. What can I say? It's been an eventful ladder season for us. We've gone up, we've gone down, we've licked the floor, we've touched the top of Platinum. What more could you want? But we're staying away from Byzantines, guys. So I think we've seen enough. I think all of you have seen enough as well. I am gonna be pushing this deer this way, yeah. Very good. Probably should not be using my villagers to push deer. Could be one of the problems of why I'm still trash. But you know, you'll never know until you push a few more deer. Okay, let's go and age up, baby. Let's go, Ilalu. Ilalu. Completely agreed, guys. Okay. So what we're going to be doing now, from what I remember on Vortex's build, probably way off from Vortex's build. Actually, let's go here. These guys going to be chopping. You're supposed to... Ooh, no, deliver. We're going to be going over here, thank you. So with Vortex's build, he left 8 on wood, and he had 8 on or 5 on gold, I think, but then 8 on food to constantly produce units. So we're going to be adding one here. Now the moment we can afford it, let's switch over there. Go attack this mining camp just to... Oh. Just to get a little bit of idle time out of him and see what his base looks like. Probably kill some of these deer. Okay. Okay, let's go, boys. Get one of these. Get inside. Okay, now what we're gonna be doing next is I'm just gonna keep making cows. I have 8 on wood. I think I need 1 more on there. And then we'll rally onto wood. Perfect. Let's go, chief. Let's go. Okay. The rest of them on wood. Boys, give me one of these. I'll quickly go and get my wheelbarrow. Perfect. And we start adding these guys, we make a few more cows, and we just produce a buttload of scouts. Let's go. We've got a double broadex coming in. You get me the resources we can afford. Come boys, deliver, deliver, deliver. Oh no. I should have kept an eye on that bad boy. Okay, let's go straight over to the map. Keep making units. You guys give me cows. And we'll start adding these guys in as fast as we can. Let's go. Go send them across. That was unfortunate. Yikes. Okay, next one. Is he gonna try to make a play for here? Probably. Go move out. He might have the 7 and the 8 as well. Ooh, I should probably keep producing stuff. Keep making cows. There we go, perfect. Oh, that motherfucker. Went for a second TC behind all of this as well. Oh, disgusting. And honestly, I'm happy. Because this means a lot more than he thinks. Okay. Boom. Come on, Chief. We're just gonna match this. Keep getting these guys. Okay, my beautiful little cows. See, the thing is, when you're playing against 2TC, 2TC is better, right? But you need to get to the point where it starts to get better. And right now, not better yet. And I could, oh, I could just age up myself. He's aging up now as well, so we have to be careful. Alright, boys. I honestly did not think I was in this much danger, but go and wall this guy off completely. Oh. Should I? Okay. Oh. Let's go. Just be annoying. And what we have to be careful of is not dying to a raid right after. Just make some spears. Good, good, good. Now the reason I'm trading upwards is because I think he's not going to be able to shut it down too quickly. These guys, with them going for spears, we want to make sure that we are also ready for a little bit of shenanigans. Let's go and quickly burn some stuff. Okay. Quickly, quickly, quickly. See if there's any more cows out here. This feels like such a dumb idea, but I'm loving it already. Okay. A little bit on this side, a little bit on that side. Just how I like it. Oh my god, how did he get in? Oh. Okay. Actually, we're gonna go all the way out here, pick this thing up. God, this is kind of disgusting. Let's go. Shit. You chief, let's go pick up the other relic. Okay, next one. Oh. Need to keep these guys engaged. Let's go here. Okay. If we just keep producing units, I can probably also invest into these guys. Alright, perfect. And now with the horse archers, this is going to be extra fun. Because horse archers, they don't do too well against these boys either. Now with our sofas, I probably don't want to be fighting with the horse archers of that short too much. Let's go make sure we don't run out of these. Let's quickly do all of this and just make sure that we keep expanding. Ah. And with what we've got, just keep making units. That's all. And keep getting me traders, baby. All of the traders, all of the time. Down with him getting horse archers. I'm just gonna keep living my best life. Let's go pick it up. Cool. I think we'll just go for him now. Because I'm Malians. I can just do these things. I'll just dive, I guess. That's wonderful. And with all of my units, even if they all die, the greatest part is it doesn't matter. Because I'll just keep producing units. Very nice. Very, very nice. Make sure we get all of these guys empowered. Disgusting. Disgusting. Okay. I think he accidentally moved one of his relics outside his base. Wow. Wonderful. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Let's see. If we get another one here. And you, Chief, let's go pick up that relic he dropped outside his base. Like the chat he is. And keep going. Buy a little bit of food even. Who knows? Because we can just keep making sofas. And I love myself a good furniture army. Let me see where all my... Ah, there they are. Very nice. Very, very nice. And you just keep pumping. Disgusting. Now basically Mongols. Oh, you're stuck, stepsister? Yes. Yes, he is. Stepsister was a little stuck there in the corner. What's the next step to master? This one. Ilalu. Malians and Malians only. That is the one we want to master. Everything else doesn't matter. But Malians, it matters. Okay. I'm very happy to announce that that was a destruction. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, boy. Okay. I'm gonna do one more rank game. And then I have a few things I needed to record because I'm not here to stream today. I'm here to record things today. And it's going to be boring. And you're probably going to be better off. I see we actually have quite a few people live. I see KP is streaming the KPMM final. And... hold up. Finals Thursday? Is it already finals? Ah! Or was it just semi into finals? No clue. Honestly, don't care. Because competitive gaming, it's not what we're going to be learning our builds. We're going to be learning it from the bottom of the barrel, right here, right now. Disgusting. So, after this, I actually have a little bit of a spicy plan. I would like to watch a random rank game. And I want to guess, I'm going to cast it, and then we're going to guess the rank. Because I think it'll be a really fun idea. So while we load in, let me just quickly go get my iPad. Just loaded. Okay, problematic civilization. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Ooh. Okay, star screen. Let's see this guy. Diamond 2. Cool. We're warming up with Malians. We get to climb the rank at the right speed without overcommitting. Okay, cool. Let's do it like this. So, Order of the Dragon, one thing you have to be aware of, they can spear rush you. So I think we'll be a little bit safer and just go check his base out. Now, I would have loved to see exactly what he's cooking, but so far there's nothing on the menu. Might just be because I don't have the vision just yet, but it's what it is. I'm gonna get both houses with those guys. Ooh, this might actually not be so good. That's a scout. Oh, good god. Okay, luckily, there's one load of... well, one sheep that I had extra early game. So I should be able to make it feudal, but after that... I was gonna say, am I really gonna lose this? But luckily his reaction speed was as bad as mine. Okay. Okay, just normal timings. With this, I'm walling off my gold completely, but I actually have a plan with this. I'm thinking it might work, but it might just be a greedy goose move. I want to make sure that I have enough resources to age up and start getting upgrades and start just overwhelming. I need to go see where our secondary gold is going to be. Hopefully it's on the opposite side. So we only need to defend two sides. Okay. I'm going to be a little bit more conservative here with my gold spend at the start. I don't think I'm opening with 3 cows. The problem is you do want to outlast your opponent, especially when you're playing against something like Order of the Dragon. It's a different type of beast. Okay. Okay. Cool. Most of us are here. Go. Okay, let's go right behind. Check out now. So now the question is, where's that second gold? We can get this one over here, but it is blocked by the trees a bit. So I'm gonna try to be a little bit greedier with this, especially because we're gonna be trying. Ooh, there we go. We're gonna be trying to get ahead of this already. Go, go, go. Okay, I think we'll get one more on wood before I start moving out now. You boys, when you are done, let's do that. It does feel scary, but it's okay. I'm gonna make sure that we get our next guys also on wood. You, Chief, start making cows. And let's go see what he ages or what he opens up with. Come. Quick. Okay. Okay, perfect. We are getting the cows we need. I would like to get a stable we need. Let's see what he's doing. That's a fast castle. Which means I get to be a little bit greedy too. Okay. Perfect. You boys, let's deliver. Now we can try to match that age up, but we're probably not going to be able to do so. Just keep getting these. And what we need to do is keep making units. Because the moment the age up begins, it's going to be quite hard to shut down. How am I doing? Right today. Just a little bit better than the previous time we tried this out. Which was, would say, 100% to destruction. Let's get a secondary one. We can start getting our upgrades too. But from here on, we make units that we can actually use. All of these guys in position to be a little bit closer to the TC so it doesn't obstruct anything. Now we need to quickly get our next production building out. There we go. And we just need to produce units. Another one. And that's most likely going to be a bunch of very sticky boys. What are those things called? Men-at-arms? I think we'll do archers instead because I want to use every bit of gold I can to make cows. Okay.
Kila.
Morobe pareta. Nki na barila.
Get a little bit more wood. Come, boys.
Ilalu
No.
benaring.
Atope. Kakele.
Keep getting those guys. Keep getting these.
Yata meke. Kakila.
Okay. And with that, we got the information we needed as well.
Mogol. Mekeleka.
So him getting a horseman is actually really important because if I just kept making men-at-arms, I would have been completely cooked.
Morobe pareta. Nsonta. Mbenula.
Or men-at-arm counters.
Baro. Mbetagala baraduda.
Okay.
Atope.
Oh, boys, just a little bit more. Ish, the space situation is a bit wild here. Quickly get this one here. And hopefully get a few more cows.
Mogolu. Kilalu.
Perfect.
Keletingolu.
Now, I mean, with the amount of units I have, I should be okay when he starts pushing.
Yata mekela sila.
Thank you, boys. Let's see if I can possibly fit. I can't. Not at all.
Kalafa ila parita.
Ilalu
Okay.
benaring.
Mogolu. Kilalu. Seke. Keletingolu.
So he's just sucking up all the relics. That's pretty rough. Okay. So this means I'm not gonna die to a Castle Age men-at-arm push, but it does mean I could die to a few other things. Oh no. Village upgrade. Let's start pushing out. I think with the amount of units we have, we probably could take on most of the things he does.
Mogolu. Kilalu.
Okay.
Iyo sokoma.
Keletingolu. Kakele. Atope.
Alu akamo wakato.
Kalafa ko.
Teletilu pareta ka teletilu. Morobe kaipare. Morobe pa. Barabe kono sentaria. Baro.
Okay. And now we just hope for the best.
Mpare takatara.
Okay. I think it's time for us to age up instead. Let's go. Fulani! Okay. Woo. And keep making units. I think the amount of production buildings we have there is going to be important, especially with him going for a fast gas or fast imperial now. Was it? No, yep, fast imperial it is.
Atobe, aluta aja. Kai pare.
Okay. You guys are going to be number... I need you to be number 6. Thank you. Look at that. Oh.
Nyata me kila sila. Bogalu. Alu akilolo. Alu akilolo. Sanyi. Kekendo ise akenyo. Para wato. Iyo. Nke tarakaria. Gila nyare. Alu akilolo ika. Danso. Waika gila nyam. Alu akilolo. Alu taga. Tagiato. Kala pailalu. Ali bomba pasakeno.
This feels very strange. Let's get more units.
Vera atulolo. Gila jogi. Alu akilolo. Alu taga.
Get pulled back.
Alu kataga.
And, boys, we're gonna need more cows. Ish! The lack of cow placement buildings is little bit tough, but we have quite a lot there. Let's quickly get more sofas. And more arches. Okay, come on cows, get inside. Great job just existing. Rest of us over here. Be a little house. And finally, we can start doing a little bit of a push there. The villagers here on the wood is... Okay. Archery ranges, we're gonna need a few more. And I can see with the amount of boys we just saw out of him there, we are gonna be dealing with some spicy builds. Let's go get the sofas to be a little bit more aggressive. You chief, let's just go fix that thing up. Okay. Just make sure we get the production from the other buildings as well, so we don't just do this from one. Okay. Let's go with you all the way here. That's gonna be number 3, you are number 1, and a few more archers.
Boji, ila jogi. Sordasol, Naya Maruto, Alinterube, Alutareta, Naya Maruto, Abelaka, Aluna Yamaruto.
Baratuma.
Sopalu, Alupare Yamaruto. Sopalu, Obekerale, Pussy Betu, Yamaseoke,
All the way through.
Yamahulu, Asoroka Ilamaga.
Let's go. Perfect. I mean, that's kind of all we needed.
Yama bebo ikande sani. Kayama ulu joki.
This is quite rough for me.
Amin terube. Mbera gala min bera ila tuma. Sopa alu pare. Aso dawa.
Okay. That feels like I got more than enough. Why not have poison? I don't have poison. Oh god. No wonder these guys are barely doing anything. Okay. Poison would have changed it quite a bit. Okay. Okay. Alright, boys. I think we are okay. Let's quickly go get our horses. Be a little bit spicier and just get more archers and get a few men-at-arms in this mix. Okay. You are doing a lovely job there, sir. Okay. Except for you, my brother. Ooh, I can see he's building a pretty sizable army here in front of my base. Let's cancel that guy too. Burn the market.
Yamahulu so famille. Yamahulu beyenja. Mbebo ikanka kabote.
Sila, kaboko kapare kabara dondi. Bara tepe fendiku.
Kese bare bani. Alu so kapare. Yamahulu kapakana. Alu pareta jiko kito tobe. Alu ifa pareti. Kala pailadu. Sofa be yamahulu. Alu ifa alu kapare. Sofa kapari kan kabote. Wobe kerale. Alu pareta jiko. Itamandate. Alu la alu katala. Tani ate kibalo. Ali bomba pareti. Alu asili loika. Kala pailadu.
Jesus Christ. These prelates are annoying, I'll be honest. Yoo! I just need to keep producing units. Woo! I don't know what amount of units died there at the back, but I think his villager line got cleaned up. Don't take the last relic. There were other things happening. Okay. Okay. Whew. Cool. Yeah, and we've got the lead. I have such a hard time distinguishing OTD units. Yeah, they are pretty hard. The thing is, when you're playing against stuff like... What is that? Like the Landsknechte? I think that's the only thing that is really, really important. We want, even though I had 4 relics, Yeah, but I think it's because of the fact that he lost so many villages on the back line. Maybe that was the differentiating situation for us here. Anyway, let's quickly go. Okay, so I have an iPad. I have an iPad. I have a pen. Ooh, we have Age of Empires ideas. So, what I'm gonna do today is I would like to do a little bit of something. And what that is we're gonna go and we're gonna go watch people and figure out what their rank is. That is going to be the most important part of this. I want to go scout, I want to watch two people play, and I want to see what these boys' rank is. Okay. Oh, I see Vortex and Baldamus have a lot of observers here. Okay. Now we need to get something that is ranked. 2 French players. I didn't even know that was possible. Hi, G West. So there's 2 French players here. We have a lot of other boys, but we need to make sure we get a ranked game. I feel like this one could be a snooze fest, but we might get a lot of information here. Okay, so what we're going to be doing is we're going to cast this game. And we're going to call this the ELO of the week. Once a week, ELO of the week, we do this thing together, we watch the game, and we are going to figure out what rank these 2 boys are. So let me just quickly hide AoE full world overlay. And let's start by just getting our vision right. It's okay, King Vessels. It'll be quick. Almost there. I'm almost done, though. I actually have to do my day job. Okay, so this is going to be... What did I call it? I called it ELO of the week. This is going to be ELO of the week, where we analyze or we cast 1 game per week and try to guess as a community, YouTube and Twitch, what these people's ranks are based on their gameplay. So, ladies and gents, let's switch these bad boys around. We have Wolf King here out on the King of Lancaster. King of Lancaster starting out with 6 villages on food, as is pretty standard in most ranks. First thing I want to notice is the fact that his sheep are not moved into an optimal position, which means he's already not going to be someone I would regard as diamond or above. You see a lot of idle time here from the villagers. However, God Hands here on the other side, he went for a little bit of a better split with his villagers here. He also is getting his Dark Age wheelbarrow, which means that a pretty standard build for French and nothing to stand out just yet. He does know how to move some of his units already. Now, let's take a look at their scouting patterns. We see French doing a bit more of a conservative scouting without being too over-invested. He's going to be able to make it back to his TC in time to deliver the sheep that he needs to. And on the other side, let's see what our English boy is going to be doing. House of Lancaster, the man has got the sheep pretty far around. He's not going to be able to scout what the French is going to do for the age up, but he is just in time to scout whether there's a mill and if it is a Dark Age wheelbarrow. So, from my perspective on this already, I'm feeling a plat to low diamond between these 2 guys. Now, we'll speed up the game a little bit just to see what they are cooking. King of House of Lancaster, pretty standard again, especially with this amount. Now, he instantly pulls off of gold, which is the build, he's executing it correctly. He should be going over to stone right now, and that's exactly what he does. Because with this, you get your first king for free, and you're going to be able to harass. But French, on the other hand, they usually have quite a bit of an answer to what House of Lancaster can do this early on in the game. Now, Wolf King, he's getting the stony can with these 3 villagers to ensure he does this before the night arrives. God Hands is scouting it. He does see 3 on stone, so he should know, hey, this man is going for manors, as they do. But the real question for him is, what is the landmark that he's aging up with? So he has to run around and he has to go and see that. And if he chooses to not see that, then that puts me again a little bit closer to platinum here for the 2 guys. Now, Wolf King, he knows this is a very strong strategy right now, and most players cannot respond to any of this. God Hands, though, both of these players constantly making villagers, producing very well, edging up with 4, not an overcommitment, but the real question is he going to lose his king or his lord to that first knight. The first mana is out, and we have 4 on stone to ensure that he gets what he needs. Professional Scouts comes out right after the first knight, which means he's going to be able to do a little bit of aggression and ensure that he gets the Pro Scouts as the follow-up. But with this, it gives House of Lancaster a little bit more time, and he doesn't move the king out of the base. So now I'm earing towards Diamond again. See in Twitch chat as well, how hard is it for a non-gamer to learn this game at an advanced beginner level? Pretty good, easy, I would say, as long as you have a good guide. Now, Wolf King, he is getting a lot of people on wood here, and that's exactly what we want to be looking at. Seeing how is he going to be spending this? He pulls off his villagers, ensuring he doesn't get raided by the knight, and no villagers have been lost. He hasn't lost his king, he's made very safe manners, but the follow-up now is going to be, can he shut down Pro Scouts, or is he just going to stand in his base? These two trying their best, but the barracks is coming out from Wolf King. So Wolf King now, he's going to be able to make the barracks and make something to handle the knights. Makes a wall so he doesn't get raided into his wood line, which is so important here. And already, I'm now earing towards a little bit higher diamond. He might not move his sheep in position, but everything else, he's doing really well. God Hands, though, is getting a lot of resources here for free. He's getting all the deer with Pro Scouting. And the problem is, with all of these, he's going to be able to keep making knights, but it doesn't look like that is exactly what he's going to do. He just makes archers. He doesn't land any attacks. Both of these players actually pulling away at the right time. And the stable now coming out for Wolf King as well. Now we see the blacksmith with a follow-up too, which means that he wants to get some upgrades and most likely do a bit of a sneaky play. Now when you notice that your opponent is going for archers heavily, you feel pretty confident going into the Hobbelars, so he knows exactly when to transition, and he sees how important this can be, pulling all of the villagers off of wood and going onto gold. This could mean that he wants to go for a fast castle, but he's not producing any units. So he's going for castle without actually doing any damage with all of his army here. Again, food not in the optimal position, but maybe Wolf King does everything else right, and that is why he's in such a good spot. Now forestry coming out for God Hands, but God Hands, he's making knights now finally. The problem is just, he hasn't landed any damage, and he's up against House of Lancaster, which has a pretty significant income at this point, just because they have those 3 extra manors, and they have to do a lot less work for it. Now we see here with the Hobbelars, he's trying to do a little bit of counter damage, and now all of a sudden, I'm feeling that this could be about Diamond 2 to Conqueror 1. Both of these players are active. They did not lose any villagers, especially in the early game. So this, I don't know, I feel like this could be a little bit of a high Diamond player. But he's very conservative about this. Wolf King is going to age up with the King's College, which is absolutely wild. The reason we see this, a White Tower. Okay, I was wrong. He ages up with the White Tower. And the reason I thought he would age up with the King's College is because he's going for so many stables. And with that, you usually have an answer to these knights that might be coming your way. Now, the big question I have myself is, with this White Tower, what is he actually securing? The White Tower puts in a little bit more of an aggressive position. He'd be able to get a bit more with this, but the White Tower will eventually defend his base pretty well. It's securing this whole entry area, and that's probably what he was going for in this case. It makes sure that he's got a safe wood line. And as far as the spawn goes, this is probably a pretty decent spot for him. Now he hits castle, and God Hands will instantly pull out here to get more villagers to ensure that he gets to go to castle as well. Quickly picking up a few of the Hobbelars and a little bit of raiding that is going to his base. But Wolf King has to be careful now. He's just aged up, but he's got 3 Earls Guards. Right now, God's Hands doesn't have anything that can directly deal with this, but Wolf King is trying to play this conservatively. We see him instantly pulling away from gold and only losing 1 villager to a raid like that. Absolutely phenomenal timing. Okay, we might actually be getting closer to Conq 1, Conq 2 here. Now, Godhand's floating quite a bit of resources, and you can see him making some spearmen. This is very important. The fact that he's producing from 2 barracks tells me he knows what he's doing, and he's not just going to go in for stuff blindly. Outpost coming in here at the front. Not too certain about the goal of that outpost, but it could just be because he's a hungry boy that got denied off of the rest of the deer on the map. Godhand's got a little bit unlucky with the double deer spawn on the same side, and this ensures that Whamen is able to protect that pro scouting pretty well. Now, the knight from English, it does a good job at shutting down French, at least initially, but once God's Hands reaches Castle himself, this is going to become a much harder interaction. The scout taking quite a bit of damage here, and we can see God's Hands knows what's important. He needs to do damage. He doesn't manage to kill any villagers, but again, really good reaction here from Whamen. And I'm starting to go again to Conk 1, Conk 2 now. Again, Whamen just eating food so suboptimally. But with God's Hands now aging up and going into the night composition, it feels like Whamen is doing a little bit of a more spicy build here. He's going for a fast Imperial. Now, he does secure a relic on the way there as well, which is pretty impressive, especially when you're playing against French. God's Hands, he does not want to play this game too long, though. Even though he went for the guild hall, he's already moving out. He's got a lot of units, and he's able to shut down this little bit of pressure that is out here on the relics. Now, he picks up a significant portion of this army, and killing this amount of units is going to put him in a position where he can push. You can see Whamen is now reinvesting some of his resources as he realizes, hey, I cannot just wait for better days. I need to actually get to Imperial if I want to make this work. But I also cannot overcommit. So the problem is stone is going to run out pretty soon. And the only the gold is about to run out. He's trying to secure that already. And again, this type of reaction tells me we are in Conqueror. So he was already planning, he knows exactly where his weakness is, and he's preparing for it. Making units now, because he knows if he stops making units, he is dead. The problem is, he's run out of food. He's also on berries. And all of a sudden, these villagers are not in the position they were earlier. You can see these villagers quickly trying to get up a mining camp, building a wall, a double wall like this, so fast. Beautiful reaction here by Whamen. And with the knights, he charges in, he tries to do a little bit of damage. The spears are in position. And that's a pretty good answer here, I would say. Whamen now getting every bit of gold that he needs, but he needs to keep in mind he's run out of food. The villagers don't have access to those deer anymore. They are going to be able to go out here on the outside deer. But God's Hands, it looks like he's going to keep making units and he's going to keep the pressure up. The question you want to ask yourself as French is, where can I actually find damage? And the problem is, it doesn't look like Whamen is leaving anywhere open where he can do so. Whamen getting that 4th relic. Absolutely amazing work here by him. Just securing so much of the map already. Now, with the scout here, he tries to get a little bit of attention pulled away for God's Hands. So God's Hands does need to be aware. He cannot just sit and wait for English to get Imperial. He actually needs to do some damage. Now, Whamen, very active on the map. And all of a sudden, I am doubting everything. I remember I called these guys plat at the start of the game. And now, they are so much better than plat players. But Whamen, he's about to go for an age up. And with going for an age up in this position, he's going to be a little bit susceptible to French in that moment. But with the Whamen Palace, he's going to be able to make so many units. The problem is just he doesn't have that manor economy of a usual House of Lancaster. So this is a big question mark. I see someone in the chat asking, what are we watching? We're watching a random ladder game, and we're trying to test and see. Berkshire! Trying to understand what rank they are without looking. This is all casting and trying to understand. Now, Whamen aging up with a Berkshire in the middle of the map when there's a huge French army. This just went from Conk 3 to Conk 1 very, very quickly. These guys, they might be doing a lot of things right, but going for the Berkshire in the middle of a map against an army like this is a pretty ballsy move. He pulls back. This might be a pretty big signal for God's Hands to do something about this, but Whamenqt, he hasn't restarted that age up. He's just waiting. He's not sure what he wants to do either. Ilsgaard's about to take an engagement. He's got 2 sacred sites here, and Whamenqt might actually just be the greediest goose in all of the lands. What is he edging up with? Now making a few more knights, but the problem is with him making these knights, he just pulled away from his age up. And honestly, this might be the best choice because this army is looking for blood. God's Hands spending each little bit of resource that he has to try and constantly do this level of pressure. The knights, they are in position. A beautiful charge here on the English knights, but they do get a surround. And Whamenqt does need to be careful here. We've got a lot of archers here on the back line doing a ton of damage here to all of the units. But with Whamenqt not investing all of his resources, the value of the army from God's Hands is just a little bit higher. Now, House of Lancaster, they do have some pretty good units here in the mix with the Ilsgaards not really having a clear answer as the crossbows are not target firing him. So let's go see if these guys were shift-clicked on top. It looks like they are just A-moving. So quickly, Whamenqt is able to clean up this army because the crossbows were not target firing. And just like that, I go again from Conk 3 to High Diamond. Now, the knights are a little bit overwhelming here. It looks like he's not going to be able to do anything about this. The knight numbers just increasing. And Whamenqt actually showing that the House of Lancaster knights are nothing to just scoff at. Quickly, Whamenqt pushing out in God's Hands. He's edging towards Imperial himself. But the problem is now, House of Lancaster might be the one forcing him to keep making units. And that's exactly what he does. He gets a few more orbs, but he does need to be careful here. So as he picks off these units, the thing is, Wolf is ready to go Imperial yet again. He stopped producing as many units, but does he do? Yes, he does exactly the same thing and goes for the Berkshire in the middle of the map. Now, the reason he could be doing this is most likely because he knows that French loves to do this. French absolutely loves to age up in the middle of the map. But again, as he's aging up, we see God's Hands now reinvesting every bit of resource that he has. And Whamenqt pulls his army away. And usually, if you see people on Platinum, you know that they pull people back to their base. And that's usually when they get overwhelmed. With Whamenqt now aged up, he's going to need to be careful here. The Berkshire fires pretty hard. The Knights take quite a bit of damage here. God's Hands, he keeps queuing up units. He feels confident in fighting this. But the problem is the Berkshire doesn't have a lot of answers. Especially now. Now, Whamenqt, with not going for the Wingard Palace, he doesn't have that usual ticking time bomb that we have on the House of Lancaster. And French is pretty good at keeping up with the House of Lancaster because they do have a few extra villages by this point. And we see exactly that. With the manors not being at 9, it doesn't make it as urgent. He's slowly transitioning to farms. We see the guild hall. He's already cashed out, trying to make units. But you see him stopping the spending. He wants to go Imperial too, and he needs to find a way to get that Red Palace in a pretty good position. Now, we do see his units ignoring the Berkshire, which is probably the best choice. You are not going to be running your units into the Berkshire here. Only leaving 1 unit on the sacred site while rotating the rest of his army. And all of a sudden, I'm again feeling a little bit like a Conk 2, Conk 3 gameplay here from these guys. God's Hands quickly loses a knight, and he wants to go Imperial, but again, it feels so risky. Some of his units already peeking out on the rest of the map, but he needs to be careful. And we can see he's running dangerously low on gold. He desperately wanted to get control of this gold vein in the middle. But the Red Palace needs to come up, and he needs to find a pretty good spot for this. Now, the Knights, they are going to be charging in, finally getting to the economy. And with him not being Imperial, this means that this TC does not fire as hard as we usually have. God's Hands, he takes a little bit of damage here on the backside, but we do see more barracks coming out, and he's just making more and more spears, especially with the food economy that he has set for himself. This makes it pretty simple for him to just keep making spears, because he knows he needs gold to get here. And with this investment into the trebuchets, this Berkshire Palace is not looking as healthy as it did earlier. Whamenqt not spending his resources. He's floating 2,300 food, and with him being an Imperial, this feels pretty dangerous because God's Hands can very, very quickly go in himself and possibly overwhelm everything that Whamenqt has. Now Whamenqt getting a few more knights, but you can see it's a problem with the gold. Berkshire going down now, and all of a sudden this now becomes the most useless age up that could have happened. He's got so many relics. He's got all of the sacred sites. But the question is just, can he make units to actually survive this? Now, moving out onto a big gold, Red Palace is put down. Let's go see where he gets it. Most likely going to try and get it here in the middle. He puts it quite conservatively, but it's going to help him slowly secure this gold. Now, Whamenqt looking to take a fight most likely, but the army numbers he has is just not enough. We see the army value looking great here for God's Hands, and it feels like Whamenqt aged up and completely forgot to produce units. Now, God's Hands can just keep pushing and completely overwhelm what his opponent is doing. These boys absolutely slaying that mill. Mill going down, burning to the ground. And now Whamenqt is in a little bit of trouble. He's got no Berkshire to defend him. We've got 2 trebuchets moving forward. And these are Arbs that are going to be Imperial pretty soon. Slowly but surely, these manors will be withering away. And this push is just going to be very, very hard for Whamenqt to shut down. One of the manors going down. And it doesn't look like God's Hands feels like he needs to slow down. The problem is the Sacred Side victory is still approaching, and it doesn't look like God's Hands is too focused on decapping these. He's actually just ensuring he goes for that big, big push. Now, the 2 trebuchets hitting away, each at a manor. Manors just going down one by one. And trebuchets moving a little bit closer. Whamenqt, not really sure what he wants to do right now. He's sitting here getting a lot of gold, trying to get every bit of mana back so that he can get those passive resources. But the problem is he does not have any food. He doesn't have farms set up, so he's a very hungry boy. The only food he's got is a little boar carcass all the way out here. Oh, and 1 set of farms at the back. Now, this push does feel pretty scary, but it does take an engagement quite close to the TC. Trebuchets are firing pretty heavy. The Knights making us around, but they do get cleaned up pretty quickly. Now, the Arbs have activated their, what is this thing called? Pavis. And now they should be able to take quite a bit more damage before going down. All of a sudden, God's Hands' army looking like it's getting cleaned up. The crossbowmen from Whamenqt doing a lot of work here too. And I am absolutely baffled at how Whamenqt has managed to overwhelm, and now he's going to be able to push back. Trebuchets going down. God's Hands just not able to produce units again. But keep in mind, we still have Whamenqt, who does not have that food eco set up. Slowly rebuilding those manors. He's back on 9 as well. And God's Hands realizes I probably need to decap, because if I don't, this is going to start getting harder and harder. Red Palace taking down a bit of this army that should not be too replaceable right now. But God's Hands, he needs a little bit of time to get there himself. Right now, these 2 guys are stuck in a little game of stalemate with a dead Berkshire right behind. The Spearmen taking a pretty good engagement. We see the Arbs doing good work, while the elite crossbowmen are trying to fire forward as well. The army now, again, still in Whamenqt's favor, but the army is not all here, so he does need to be a little bit careful as God's Hands is pulling back into the Red Palace. Now that big gold is already tapped out. Whamenqt is sucking this map dry and slowly expanding into his own farms. The longer this goes, the scarier it's going to be for God's Hands to try and take this, because he doesn't have that same control on the map when it comes to the resources, and he's slowly being pushed into his base. He's got the guild hall still on food, but the problem is he's going to need gold pretty quickly. Now, with Whamenqt having a few villagers out here, he's trying to secure back going into the Berkshire. It looks like he's going to repair this guy. Now, honestly, we're getting to the end of this game, I assume. It could be 2 more hours. And I'm completely torn on the rank of these guys. I don't know what to predict. I feel like the mistakes they make are mistakes that I would make. But at the same time, there are a lot more mistakes they made that only top players make. So this, to me, actually feels like a Conk 2, Conk 1 game. I would place them there. I know we started out in Platinum, but the amount of control that Whamenqt had, the fact that God's Hands didn't decap the sacred sites, maybe Conk 1. God's Hands did not know how to capitalize on a thing, on an advantage. And Whamenqt, he overcommitted at some points, but now it's just too late, I think, for God's Hands. So, quickly, the army gets cleaned up, money shot coming through. Into the Red Palace they fight. And the Red Palace does a pretty good job at trying to focus down most units. But the problem is, when you've got this many Earls Guards, they are just like men-at-arms. They're gonna run right through and destroy you. So, where do we land? What is the rank of these guys we saw here today? I'm gonna take a picture of their name. Diamond 2, 3, you guys say? I don't know. I'm honestly feeling a Conk 2. I feel like these guys... It's only a little Diamond 1. Okay. Let's go take a look. So, time for the reveal. Gods, I'm saying, this guy is God's Hands. Which one was he again? He was the French. I feel like he was Conk 2. Yeah? You need help? Can I get 2 minutes? Okay. Let's go see. Conk 2, Conk 2, Conk 2. Oh my god! I was wrong. Okay. Let's go see Whamenqt. Oh, Whamenqt is Conk 1. Okay, so these guys have high MMR. There we go. There we go. We did get a Conk 1 here. Diamond 1 and Conk 1. But honestly, Whamenqt, for someone who's this much higher ranked than his opponent, I'd be a little worried here, Chief. I'd be a little bit worried here. This poor guy. He's been climbing his way up with French, and people are just getting in the way. But I would then say Conk 1, Diamond 1 to Conk 1. I mean, you guys pretty right. They both have Conk 1 eye season. Okay. Are we stamping them with the Conk 1 seal of approval? I think so. But honestly, that was pretty fun. I can see that this could be a pretty enthusiastic situation for ourselves. But anyway, I need to go help Beastie with something. I have no idea what it is, but I am gonna send you guys over to someone else, even though there's just a handful of ya. And then let me just raid Killer Pigeon. And I'll see you guys probably tomorrow. Have fun. And until next time, as we would say now, Ilalu.